So YouTube to suggest me make a topic about this video, right? So I'm living in a tiny home. A tiny homes is a big topic right now, right? Living in sheds and tiny homes. This is like a little small cottage that I've been living in, right? And it's pretty cool, right? You know, I got a refrigerator, microwave, TV. You know, I can Netflix and chill if you ever want to come over if I invite you. That is, and then I got my other setup and stuff. It's kind of neat having a little tiny home for when you don't have enough space in the house for to live. But then the big topic is you gotta go, you know, go places and do things, right? That's what I want to do. I want to go places and I want to do things, right? And so that's why I'm out here doing right now. Is I'm traveling around in my van, right? And you know, you don't need a big fancy RV. You can get an RV. This is my brother's RV. You don't need a big fancy RV. You know, you can turn out my brother actually like traveling around in this thing more smaller and lightweight. And he put a solar panel on top. You know, just like guys got a solar panel. If you guys need solar panels, let me know. I sell and install and do solar panel. Send me a DM. I usually charge $100 for consulting or custom built design your dream tiny home, RV, whatever it is that you guys need help accomplishing your dreams. And pretty much, help you guys accomplish it, because no matter what happened, I always find a way to accomplish my dreams. So this is my current van right now. It's temporary, so I'm temporarily living in this van. So I got charging right now off of my own solar panel. My battery just died. So I got a little basket up here, right, and then I just stuck this food in here and my water, and I got bag of things. I can always move that back to the back. It's a little bit just. I'm learning to be a little bit more organized. I have ADHD. I'm not the most organized person, but I like everything out so I can see it, right? Right, and if I had somebody come travel with me, I could always move all that stuff out and make room for it and be organized. Everything is whatever works for you works for you. So basically, I got a double sleeping bag. It's big enough for two people. Right, it's two sleeping bags put together. But I use it just for myself. I put that down as bedding, and then I have a blanket. Then I usually stuff animals as a pillow because it's smaller than a regular pillow. Take up less room. Got this stuffed animal, and then I have a pickle pillow. And then I got these Harbor Freight reusable bags that keep most of my clothes and things in. These Harbor Freight bags are pretty awesome. You can use these they're only $1, and you can put them in the floorboard of your vehicle, extend the bed, get it like that. There's a lot of things you could do where you can just take a regular vehicle and convert it into a living situation. My friend, is saying, oh, this guy doesn't want to live in a car, so you can pack it full of camping gear like tents and stuff, and then go out to the National Forest. The National Forest provide free camping. There's all these national forests, the BLM. There's a lot of information out there. Play free, play camping, and live. But if you're living in a vehicle, like most places will let you park. They've been increasing war against the poor. Right now, they doesn't like people sleeping in their vehicles in some cities. But I mean, normally they don't really mess with. Usually they warn you and before they ticket you. I asked you a lot of cities and laws that the vehicle trailers are protected. If you live in your vehicle, they're not allowed to impound your vehicle. or if they do, they have to give it back to you with no cost to you. And Washington State, California, some other states are like that. So technically they're not allowed to impound your vehicle, even though they still try to. They still try to harass the vehicle drillers. Some cities, but yeah, but of course, if you're on private property, you know, if they doesn't want you there, you are trespassing. So sometimes it's just better to be on public property than private property. But there's also a lot of private property they let you get away with it for a couple nights. But yeah, at the same time, like, they have a right to impound your vehicle because it's their property and you are trespassing. But they don't want you there. And so yeah, just keep these things in mind. I recommend. Yes, I love having these solar panels because you don't have to have a vehicle running for you to get power. You can produce as much power as you need, depending on how system. This solar panel has actually produced more power than my alternator does produce. It's incredible. I can literally power anything. I'm able to power cook stoves, refrigerator. I even power the entire Earth Day festival for a week long. Like the entire the stage, everything off of the solar panel. It was kind of, and I would definitely want to plan. I want to travel the country, planning these little micro Earth shows for giving the people an opportunity to get on stage and force the thing that they're doing to make the world a better place. And while we're doing that, maybe plant some community gardens or do some type of community building thing to leave a legacy behind. But yeah, that's kind of like why. And so, but a lot of people are like, why do you live in a vehicle? Why don't you live in a house, right? Why don't you just get a brick and mortar, house, sticks, sticks and bricks house, that it doesn't move. Well, the thing is that your house doesn't move, so you don't have flexibility of being where you want to be if you're stuck in one spot. And sometimes I don't want to, most of the time I don't want to be here in Seattle. The weather might be cold, wet, and rainy. The people might be a little cold, a little wet. And, it's hard to deal with that sometimes. And trying to find, a lot of times I need to find jobs, right? I do work, but jobs are harder to find in Washington. Because the people are not as nice, right? You want to get to know you before they hire you. You feel like you have to know somebody, and really, yeah, before they hire you, yeah. So it's a lot harder to get a job in Washington, especially for people with disabilities like myself. That's one of the reasons I go on the road and I travel, and to try to find different opportunities, and to be able to do things for the world. So, there's a lot of things that I want to do, a lot of things I want to accomplish, like going to the music festivals, events, working at these things, going to different spots to do different jobs, and if you have a job or opportunity that you want me to do, let me know. I would love to come out to your property, help you accomplish whatever goal that you have in mind. Like if you need me to do something that you need done, whether it be planting a garden in your yard, or are we doing your landscaping, or are we doing your house? The dream home makeover, man. Let's do it. If you need a dream home makeover, let me know, man. I'll come out and I do a dream home makeover. Let me know. I got a bunch of friends that are also looking for work that are really experienced at what they are doing, and we can bust out whatever project that you have in mind and dreams that you have in mind and vision, and just get it done. So just let me know. And it doesn't matter where you are. I'll come to you, especially if the job big enough, and especially if you have money to pay. And sometimes I do work for free. A lot of times I do work for if I feel like the job is worth the investment for a reason. Or sometimes I don't charge very much or do next to nothing. It just depends on what opportunity is it. So please like, subscribe, share the video if you want to support me and my journey and doing great opportunities, helping people with their projects. Please become a member. $3.99 a month. That's where it starts. You go, of course, as you get $15 and $100 a month. You want to be a member, whatever you can do to support me, making sure I'm able to do the things I do to survive, have reliable transportation, reliable food, and reliable internet connection. A lot of times I'm not able to stream because I need a better internet connection. But yeah, thank you guys. Like, subscribe, share. I'm heading the road today. I got a friend that I'm supposed to go help, but I don't know if she really want my help. She says she want my help, but then she tell me that she doesn't want to talk to me. It's like, whatever. I'm just trying to help you. People, sometimes you can only help people when they want to be helped. And you never know where the path will take you. So